And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live show here on the Film Stock channel today. It's a Film Stock Live. It's Monday. We're talking about the best and worst months for movies out of the 12 months in a calendar year. I have some pretty heated opinions on this, and I would love to hear yours. So let me know in the chat and in the comments if you're watching the replay. Drop the best month for movies and the worst month for movies. I'm talking new releases. But we could also twist this and say, we'll go rewatching as well. You know, you got the holiday season. We'll talk about that. But drop all that in the chat. We'll talk about this for a good bit. Then we'll transition into a bit more of a Q&A as we usually do. But hit that like button if you guys are in here. Helps out more than you know. Subscribe to that notification bell. Check out the podcast link down below. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee that I get to your question, your comment, your concern. Huge way to help support me in the channel. Anything goes a very long way. But I just say we dive in, starting with what is the best month for new releases. Drop in the chat. We'll get right into it. Connor, what's good? How you doing? Nielsen, what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? I see we had a bunch of people in here earlier. Nice. Welcome. Very excited for Saw X. We'll talk about that later on in the stream. We got the fast food making their every stream appearance, I should say. It's become a, tradition, honestly, to have all the fast food joints in here. What's up, Spartan? How you doing? All right. Main Gamer, how the hell you doing? What's up, everybody? All right, so Connor says July or October for best month for movies. July is in contention, and I want to bring that up. If we look at this year alone, we got Barbenheimer, which is Barbie and Oppenheimer. We got Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Part 1. We got Talk to Me. We got Haunted Mansion. We got that's all like back half too. I'm not even talking the front half. We got Insidious 5, and there was another movie in there as well. So July is always loaded, and I think July is the point in the summer movie season where all the blockbusters like roll out, because it's the time of year where it's officially summer break for everybody who's like in school, and it's a vacation time for people. It's a slow season for a lot of people, you know, at their office jobs. I think July is in contention. So I'm going to write that down. July is in contention. Now I have 2 other months I'm pitching. If no one else says them in the chat, 2 other months I'm pitching as well. But July in contention. Let's see. October, not so much. Conscious October is my birthday month, and then October is kind of all right. It's like a nice little transition into sort of a fall time period. Obviously, the weather's getting better. It's spooky season. October, if we're talking movies we're rewatching with friends or something, that's definitely like fairly high, honestly, because it's the vibes are good. You're watching at least 1 or 2 horror movies every month, you know, or every week, I should say, in October. But all around October, I don't know if it's like the best. Spartan says May through August. August is kind of where we transition into the slow period. Like this past August was fine. We had Blue Beetle, we had Gran Turismo, which I missed, but Blue Beetle was the big August movie. That's not like huge, you know, that the box office slows down in August. We sort of transition into, like I mentioned, the fall season. So, I mean, yeah, I'd say August, Nick makes a good point here. This is when I was going to pitch March. I'm writing down March because we're going to figure this out before we go into full-on Q&A. March, definitely in contention. The past 2 or 3 years, hell, for as long as I can remember, actually, March has been in contention for best month of the year. It's because March is like, it's July before July. This past March, we had John Wick 4, Dungeons & Dragons, Creed 3, Scream 6, and I believe another film that's escaping my mind. But we had a Scream movie, big win. We had John Wick, one of the best movies of the year. And as much as I was very mixed on Creed 3, we had Creed 3. So March undoubtedly is in contention for one of the best months for movies. And Cam is in the room, by the way. What's up?
Raising my head. The Hunger Games came out in March.
The Hunger Games did come out in March. Very good point. So March is in contention. No lie. March is in contention. So great pick there. So we got July and March written down for best. Let's see. July, March. Now I'm going to pitch one soon if I don't see it in the chat. Omar, what's good? July. This year, I think I got to go July for sure. January is we'll talk about the worst in a second. March would be second. Main Gamer says May. Trevor says May. I like that Lego Mace Windu, by the way. I'm writing down May. May always kickstarts summer movie season. Let me take a sip of water. But May kickstarts summer movie season. This year we had Guardians and Little Mermaid. And this is like, historically where we see a film really light it up at the box office, especially around Memorial Day. Top Gun Maverick dropped in May. You had a lot of the Avengers films drop in May, like Avengers 1, and then the second Avengers were May. And then they transitioned to like the last weekend of April with Endgame Infinity War, just to get that extra week, I think. Why not actually? Another week of no competition. But when it comes down to May, I do have to throw the, what's the word? Not throwing the towel. That's like conceding. Throw it in the ring. It's in contention, in consideration for a top 5 month of the year for movies. In fact, I think I'm going to do a ranking of every month at some point. But in terms of best, you got to throw May in the conversation, in my mind. August and June are peak. I'll write June down as the other one. June, to me, is like, obviously July, it slows down near the back half of July for summer movie season, but June is like, we're in the thick of it. May introduces it. July, we really start to amp it up, but June, every week, usually, big one. We had Across the Spider-Verse. We had No Hard Feelings. We had The Flash, Indiana Jones. As some of those movies were, we had some winners, and there's consistency with June. June is a consistent month every year. You're getting probably a Pixar movie, probably either a DC or MCU movie, probably some big budget franchise film like Indiana Jones, for example. So it just depends. It depends on the year, but June's in contention for sure. All right. November is fine. November's probably the other.
Fire came out in November.
Yeah, November's probably the other one I'd write down that no one's mentioned yet. November, you got those Thanksgiving slate movies. Usually you get a big one right around Thanksgiving. This year, before the delays, we're going to have Dune come out.
The Ballad.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is coming out. Dune Part 2 was going to come out. And then you have the Marvels coming out. You have this movie called Napoleon coming out. You got the new Disney animated movie coming out. So November is a big one. And then, of course, you got to mention December. As one of the best. You got Christmas. All right. No matter what, you're going to get one big movie Christmas season. Les Mis came out in December. The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker. You had No Way Home in December. You had the Avatar 2 movie came out in December. It lit it up at the box office, So there's always going to be one big Christmas release that people usually go to the theater. Django Unchained back in 2012. That was a Christmas release. So in terms of best, July, March, May, June, November, December. So I have those written down. Now we're going to go into worst. Drop the worst month for movies in the comments down below, and we're going to talk this thing out because this is where it gets like pretty, unfortunately, pretty timely because September stinks. That was kind of the whole purpose of this. September is the worst month for movies, in my opinion. I'm open to hearing people discuss why it's not, but September stinks. All right, so I'm writing that down. September stinks. I saw someone in chat say January. I got to go find it. Yeah. January is brutal. I saw someone else say it. That seems to be the consensus right here is that January is just the worst one. And I'm not disagreeing. I'm going to have to agree, actually, that January is probably the worst. I saw someone say it. I'm trying to find that comment in the chat real quick. But January, not crazy. But April, yeah, April's not great. I'm going to write that down as there's like one big release in April every year. But January, yeah. February as well. Got to write that down. That's a stinker. Like there's always a slow start to the year in February. A lot of people saying February. January stinks. September is extremely mid in terms of new releases, but January is bad. So yeah, let me write down February, January. August, I would say leans more the bad side of things. Honestly, how many months do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm missing one month, and that month, if I haven't even written it down, what is it? Let's see. November, December, January, February. I got March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Oh, October. October is like kind of in the middle. Like I would say October's right in the middle if we're looking at this. So I have them all written down. October's like the middle ground, but then there's like a clear bad and a clear good between the two. September or February. Yeah. February, January. August is bad, honestly, in my opinion. Nick says, I haven't been to the theater since Barbenheimer. August and September have been super weak, as often they are. Yeah, this is the downtime for movies, honestly. And that's like, we have to get creative as content creators, but also just as like viewers of moviegoers, technically. You know, this is where you catch up on shows, catch up on your watch list. That's what I'm doing. With shows. I kind of take a break from watching too many movies because football's in the air. I spend a lot of my time watching football during this time of year. So, yeah. February is awful. Robert, what's good? Star Courts in the house. What's good, man? Name the movie. Stop being overtly happy for doing shit work, you moron. Honestly, escaping my mind right now. And the lights and the pressure, I've failed. It could honestly be super bad. If it's not super bad, it's completely escaped my mind. All right. October.
There was a bear in Magic Kingdom today? Like real.
I thought that was totally
real
fake.
bear.
Oh no,
Real
I haven't
bear.
read about it. No.
Sorry to interrupt.
Very good. I thought that was fake.
No, I thought it was too, but it's real.
Oh, okay. October, middle ground. We've established that as like the middle to May ground. February, yeah. These are like months. And we're about to transition into the Q&A because I think we're about to have a definitive ranking. So let's rank these as either good or bad months. To me, the number one month is July. I've come to that decision. This year and just all years, I think it's July. Then March. No, actually. So we go July, June, and May. So July, June, May is the top three. Then I go November and December, and then March. Those are the best months for movies. October, middle ground. February is bad. So October's middle ground. August is middle ground. And then we get into straight bad. It's January, February, April, and September. And April's the best of those. The worst month to me, honestly, is September. Usually you got one movie in January. But September, my God. And look at February. They release Black Panther and Quantumania. Like they've tried to do one or two big February releases. So September stinks. September's bad. Let's go ahead and just get that out of the way. September's bad, and now I just say we move in to some Q&A. Let's do it. Yeah, there's none. I mean, technically we're getting a lot. Like on the 29th, we're getting Saw X and The Creator. Honestly, other than that, this whole month has been pretty like nothing worth seeing, really. Did you see they changed the release date of Loki? I did. So they wised up. What they're doing is they're taking the Ahsoka game plan where they're dropping on Tuesday. Ahsoka drops on Tuesday nights at 9. They're shifting Loki from Friday to Thursday nights at 9 Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's awesome. That's good. That's good news. I never was a fan of the, let's drop this at 3 a.m. for people on the East Coast. No one's up to watch it. And that was killing any social media talk because no one was watching it at the same time. Dropping it at night when all people are awake and normally watching TV is very smart because that's just going to generate more buzz. So I really like the fact that they're doing it. I did see the release. It's October 5th. That's not far out from now. In fact, that's the same week Ahsoka ends. Let me check actually to make sure that's right. So Ahsoka Ep 6. Yeah, that is 2 days after Ahsoka ends. So we go right from Ahsoka to Loki weekly release. That'll kind of take us into the end of the calendar year. So smart, really smart, actually, in my opinion. Water break. All right. I was going to say, be sure to hit the like button if you guys are in here. Helps out a lot. There's 43 people in here. Let's get to 43 likes. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, comment, concern. It's also a huge way to help support me and the channel. And let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it going. All right. The last movie I saw in theaters was also Blue Beetle, for those wondering. Unless I'm forgetting something. No, it was Blue Beetle. I haven't watched a movie in a while. I've been watching Teen Wolf.
Wait, what was the question about?
Last movie you saw in theaters. Blue Beetle. I'm going this week. Putting this out there for everyone to know. I'm going Thursday night. I'm seeing Creator at an early screening. So I will have an out-of-theater reaction. That'll be my first review since Blue Beetle. I want to say, of a new movie. So we're getting back into it slowly but surely. What's up? How you doing? Have you seen Miracle? Great moments are born from great opportunity. Let's actually pull up the entire script of that. I'm going to Miracle motivational speech quote. We're going to read the whole thing right now because it's fantastic, really. Here we go. All right. Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world. The score swells.
It's giving coach.
And and then we continue. We go, you were born to be hockey players. Every one of you. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it. And then they all get up and get hyped. That's one of the greatest motivational speeches of all time. I have had the desire to rewatch that movie since I first watched it when I was a young lad. I've watched that film frequently in my life. Outstanding movie. And if you want, you can actually go look up that scene and get actual chills. I did the best I could. But no, you got to go watch that movie if you haven't. It's fantastic. So yeah, I've seen Miracle. I love Miracle. Big Screen Leak says meetings are happening Wednesday and he's optimistic about strike ending soon. Hallelujah. Hopefully that's true. That would just be the best thing ever for anybody. I am a fake fan of the other guys, by the way. Oh man. Let's see. What's up? How you doing? FNAF will carry October. What else even comes out in October? The new Scorsese movie? Then yeah, FNAF will be the hype. That comes out at the end. September.
Damn.
Saw comes out next Friday.
Taylor Swift is actually carrying October, isn't she?
Yeah. Hunger Games re-release?
Yeah.
Exorcist Believer? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, wake me up when September ends. I agree. Except for football. All right. Keep, watch, burn. Director edition. I'll burn James Cameron's films. I will watch Nolan and I'll keep Spielberg.
Damn. Burning the Titanic?
Yeah.
Damn.
How many times have you seen me watch that movie while we've dated?
1.
Thank you. Point proven. Keeping Spielberg is the easiest decision ever. The entire Indiana Jones, the actual ones that matter. So 4 of them.
Well, he didn't do the other one, did he?
He did 4 of them. He didn't do Dial of Destiny.
So you can't keep that one.
Yeah. I don't want to watch that movie ever again anyway, so we're fine. So I've got 4 Indiana Jones movies. I've got E.T., Jaws, Jurassic Park, Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can, Schindler's List, the second Jurassic Park if I ever wanted it. I mean, the list goes on and on. Best filmmaker of all time, arguably. It'll be hard. I mean, obviously, I would love to watch some Nolan films too, but more Nolan films are like you watch them once every. Hopefully, you guys can see and hear me now. Don't know. We're back. Hopefully.
What was it?
Wi-Fi totally cut out. Screen went black. They should be able to hear us now. Let's see the chat. Lag, someone says. Can you hear us now? Let me know in the chat. Hello. Can you hear us now? Let me know in the chat. Okay, yeah. Awesome. It's good now. Cool. Sorry. You good?
So right.
All right. Yeah, so it just cut out Wi-Fi. That's all. Issues. It happens. Performance issues. Okay. Could you imagine if Stranger Things 5 drops primetime? That would be wild, but at the same time, I love binging that show. So I wouldn't mind if they dropped it at 9 o'clock at night, all the episodes, and then I stayed up into the night. That would be cool. But I have a feeling they're set in their
You
ways.
cannot do that.
Well, I would sleep earlier.
You get so sleepy watching shows at night. You could not do that.
Yeah, at 11 o'clock at night, if you wake up at 7, that's pretty normal behavior. Just trying to this person over here. I don't know about that. I do get sleepy at night because it's like, damn, I'm tired. Could you imagine if Stranger Things 5 drops prime time? Yeah, it'd be something. It'd be something. All right. Hello, Elijah. How you doing? All right. Where the hell was I? I saw The Nun 2 and Equalizer 3. I missed on both those movies. I just had no desire to go see them. Dumb Money does come out, though. That's fair. There have been a couple of months that have, yeah, you're right. All those movies are coming out this month. I'm seeing The Creator, but like I'm just not going to see any of the other movies. And I don't think a lot of people are really either. Are you familiar with G.I. Joe? I've seen the movies, the 2 live action ones they did recently, Rise of Cobra and the other one with The Rock. Not crazy about either, really. Expendables 4 releases this week too. The thing is, I don't see anyone talking about that, and I don't think anyone really cares. You know, like there are movies coming out in all of these months we've talked about in this video or this live stream, but no one really cares that they're making a 4th Expendables movie. So more so, good movies coming out consistently is why July, all those months are better. Do it. Dabo pulling out the miracle speech this weekend. He actually he needs to, because here's why, Jacob. Spoilers for something I filmed for 3 and Out. We filmed yesterday, and my dumbass picked Clemson to beat Florida State. Just a weird feeling in the air. I was like, like my friends were like, Florida State. I was like, I got to stand by what I said in the preseason video. I said, I think Florida State splits Clemson, LSU in the regular season. They took care of business for LSU. They go to Death Valley. I'm not confident in this, but I think Clemson squeaks it out. And one of my buddies agreed, 2 of them disagreed. So I think it's going to be an ugly football game. I'm talking like, I think the final is going to be like 21-17 or like 21-20 damn near. Like not a pretty game. But I don't know. I could totally see Travis getting rattled. But I could see it being like damn near like the Georgia Clemson game in 21. Like 10-3 almost, like really opposite of what anyone thought coming into the season. So we'll see. It's not going to be a blowout, though, and I thought it would be. You know, after week 1, I really thought it would be a blowout. It won't be. Touchdown game. I lean Clemson, not confidently, but I feel like it's their time. I feel like this is Dabo's chance to say, hey, I still got a little bit left in the tank, which is funny because we had talked, Jacob. You asked me this question 3 weeks ago, 3.5. I'm like, it's over. Florida State's going 12-0. That's the thing about college football. Tides can change quickly. All right. Have you seen the new Spider-Man PS5 trailer? I have not, but I will be playing it. I've seen the trailers from a while back. They may have dropped something very recently, if that's what you're referring to. Haven't watched that, but I'm excited for the game. That comes out a month from Wednesday. Comes out October 20th, right? That's a Friday. It comes out, I think. Yeah, I'm excited to play that. I will Twitch stream it. I just got to finish my playthrough of Spider-Man, which I've played the game. I just wanted to replay it on Twitch. I'm pretty close to beating that on Twitch. I've kind of abandoned Twitch. Twitch is the one thing in life that's just inconsistent.
You haven't abandoned it. You're just with me.
I've abandoned it. Even if when I'm at my house, I've abandoned it. I've abandoned my son. I literally did. It happens. It's not as high on priority for me. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited that they are finally wising up and doing this. This is what they should have done with the MCU Disney Plus shows from the start. It's moronic of them, actually, that they never did this with like WandaVision or Falcon Winter Soldier. Who's the better actor? Tom Hardy, Tom Holland, or Tom Hiddleston?
Hiddleston. Easily.
Cam says Hiddleston easily for those
So here's the thing.
wondering. I'm still thinking.
It's not a reach for Tom Holland to act as Peter Parker. Granted, he does other roles, obviously.
Mhm.
And Tom Holland, I think, is great. But, like, I just think Hiddleston has range. And it's very impressive the way he can fully change all of himself.
I'm going Tom Hardy.
Hiddleston also does theater, which is far and wide more impressive.
Yeah. I'm going Tom Hardy. You've got his role as Bane. You've got his role in Inception. You've got his role in Warrior. You've got his role in The Revenant. You've got his role in Venom. He is the best part of those movies. They're very bad movies, but he's good in them. I'd go Tom Hardy. That's interesting, though. No one talks about the Toms of Hollywood. They talk about the Chris's of Hollywood. There's a lot of Toms out there. And they all surprisingly are in Marvel projects. Wow. I don't know. I just thought of that for the first time. Okay. It's crazy, actually. I've talked about this before, so I got spoiled for this movie, and so I've just never watched it.
What is it?
I'm talking to the chat. Yeah.
Oh, what movie?
Shutter Island. Yeah, I've never watched it because I know the end. Like, I've literally seen the end of this movie, I'm pretty sure. And so I just haven't watched it because of that. I think I could still find enjoyment with the movie and still like it. I just will never be able to appreciate it to the full extent because I was spoiled for it, if that makes sense. So bummer, but it's just one of those movies that I want to watch, but it's like, I know what happens, so it's not as high on my priority list. Peacemaker or Hawkeye? Peacemaker's the better show, but I like Hawkeye a lot. I might rewatch Hawkeye over it, but I think Peacemaker's a little better. Hello, welcome. Am I from Texas? I am not. No, I am not. Keep watch burn Percy Jackson scream in Indiana Jones. Like, kind of really, actually, I'm not answering that because I don't know what that's referring to. I haven't seen the TV show, and the Percy Jackson movies obviously would get burned. So it might have influenced me a little bit, Jacob. It might have. Favorite NFL team? I have no alliance to any NFL team. I just like to watch for good games, for players, and for sports betting with friends. That's why I watch the NFL, to be entertained. I have a team, college football. It is Georgia. They've been my team since birth. So I endured a lot of pain as a Georgia fan over the years, but now things are going a little better, you could say. But it was hell for a long time. However, I have no NFL team. None. I do like football. If you're wondering, I do have a sports channel, 3 and Out. I'll go put the link in chat real quick. You guys can check it out. But I do technically have a channel with some friends. We talk college football mainly. We put out a video about Colorado today. It's got some people riled up. Here's the link if anyone's interested in going and subscribing to that channel. It's a fun time. All right. Let's see. By the way, if you guys are in here, hit that like button. Helps out quite a bit. Super chat is the way to go to guarantee that I get your question, comment, concern. Anything goes a long way. And let's just keep going. It's been a fun one so far. All right. Keep watch burn Miracle Rocky Warrior sports movies. Look, I think the most rewatchable of these to me is Miracle. So I'm going to keep Miracle. I love Rocky, so I got to watch it. And I guess I have to burn Warrior, but I don't even feel comfortable saying that because that movie's awesome. It's just the one I've seen the least of those. It's a fantastic movie, very uplifting, very sad. It's like a brother story, so of course it pulls on the heartstrings. But of those, I'd have to stick with my guns there. All right, if Colorado beats Oregon, USC, and goes on to the Pac-12 title, chances of CFP appearance 1,000,000% if that happens. That means they would. I mean, we assume that if they win the Pac-12, that means they would lose probably one game on the schedule, tops, after they beat Oregon USC. They would be in the playoff. Yeah, of course. Yeah. The strength of schedule would be there, and they would have a conference title. So, yeah, they'd be in the playoff. What are your thoughts about this week's episode of Ahsoka that basically brought the internet together? It was awesome. I liked it a lot. A lot. We talked about it in last week's live Q&A, but I enjoy it a lot, and I think it's cool that I'm going to just speak about it a bit. I don't care. You've probably, I mean, the Star Wars accounts tweeted about it, but they kind of brought elements of the Clone Wars to life, and it was really neat. It was really neat. So yeah, big fan. Really enjoying Ahsoka. Looking forward to the new episode tomorrow. All right. Damn. Add it to the list. You gotta check it out. Marvel is releasing Werewolf by Night in color. I saw that. Yeah, I probably won't watch it in color. I feel like the black and white actually added to it. Like it made it more spooky. So I feel like it needs to only be viewed that way. So I probably won't watch the colorized version. I do hope to rewatch the original cut of it though pretty soon. Okay. I think we won a close one last week. FSU showed their, yeah, we'll have to see. It's going to be a good game no matter what. I'm excited. That's a noon kickoff for me. I'm excited. That'll be a good way to start the day. Yeah, Tom Hardy seems to be the consensus of the best of those three. The Batman or Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer's better, but the Batman might be more rewatchable. That's the thing. So that's my answer. My cop-out answer. Network 98 with a super chat, keeping the tradition alive yet again. The Craving Cast. I don't even know what that means, but and then the last part says, "Does Cam respect me?"
I don't know you.
Yeah, valid. Yeah, very valid. Joey K says, "Keep Watch Burn, 12 Angry Men, Bridge on the River Kwai, Paths of Glory." I've never seen Paths of Glory, but I have seen the other two. I would say I would keep 12 Angry Men. It's the shortest runtime, and it's much like The Social Network, very quick hitting dialogue that makes for a rewatchable movie. I'll watch Bridge on the River Kwai. It's a long one, but a damn good one at that. And then I would say Paths of Glory I'd burn because I haven't seen it, unfortunately. This video is dropping after, like, literally today. It's filmed and I just have to edit it. Top 10 favorite movies of the 80s. It's coming out today. Within like 2 or 3 hours, it'll be out. So hit the notification bell if you guys haven't, and you'll be notified. Just check out War of the Worlds when you end up doing a Spielberg ranking. Yeah, one day I'll rank his movies. Today is not the day, but I'll check that one out eventually. There's a few other big ones on there that I need to get around to as well. Let's see. All right. Let's keep on keeping on with the chat here. All righty. By the way, here's the link to our college football channel. This video drops later today again. Absolutely Miracle is a must-watch movie at some point in your life. Kraven the Hunter got delayed until August, I want to say, which is stupid. It was supposed to come out in October, and it got delayed for really no reason. It was going to fail whenever it came out. So I don't know why they delayed it, but that's Sony for you. They're real smart up there. Joseph, hello. Yeah, go with the black and white version for sure. I just feel like that is first of all, that's the way it was released originally. So I think that's the way to go for a first time viewing of it. Definitely. I've already answered that one a million times. Okay. Probably Man of Steel. From what I've seen, probably got to go Man of Steel. Zach, what's good? How the hell you doing? Do you think the Craving joke will still be alive in 2027? That's a good question. That depends on if you keep it going or not. I'm also excited for Killers of the Flower Moon. That's probably my most anticipated, one of my most anticipated for the rest of the year. That and Saw X are up there for sure. Really looking forward to both. Craven is going to be garbage, let's be honest. I mean, yeah, Morbius 2.0, and like it's the writing's on the wall. It looks awful. It looks bad, actually. In fact, let's talk about this real quick. I'm fired up right now. I put out a trailer reaction for Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, and people who people were acting like that trailer was trailer 1 for Infinity War or something, and that's delusional. All right, if you're excited for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, more power to you. I myself think it looks very mediocre at best. The visuals were extremely hit or miss to meh at times, like really like bad visuals to me, and I stand by what I saw. People are trying to make something out of this trailer as though it is the Batman, the Dark Knight. I think people are just desperate for DC to be good. And it's sad, like, and so many people who don't, I go watch this trailer reaction and read the comments. That's all I'm going to say. People just, I don't know. They can't handle the fact that DC's down. I don't know. It was weird. And just, that's all I have to say about that. It's very strange. But yeah, Craven's going to be garbage. It's pretty obvious, I'd say. Who's a better actress? Emma Watson or Emma Stone? Kind of unfair, but Emma Stone. Yeah, Emma Stone. Keep Watch Burn, Bridgerton, You, and Outer Banks.
Y'all, stop setting Bridgerton up like this. It's ugly. Stop it.
You guys know I'm keeping Outer Banks, the most rewatchable. Probably just going to have to watch You and Burn Bridgerton, but you know that I like those other two shows so much. So
yeah, they're setting you up.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Cobra Kai Season 6. Always have been excited for it. Looking forward to it. If you go to Justin, if you watch Outer Banks, based on my recommendation, know this. It's a cheesy show. It is borderline cringe at times, and it's teen drama. How would you describe Outer Banks?
All things good in the world.
Yeah, it's like you can take the show serious, but also you don't have to. Like it's just entertaining to me. Embrace the drama. That's what I'll say. Embrace it. Yeah, Dune Part 2 rip next year. What's the most recent movie you've seen that had a huge impact on you? Let's take a gander. I haven't watched a movie. I haven't watched a movie since August 25th. Am I proud of that? Hell no, I'm not proud of that.
How about this? Alternate question. A performance that you've seen lately that has...
Are you trying to set me up? What are you trying to do?
Talk about how good Dylan O'Brien is in Teen Wolf.
Dylan O'Brien's fantastic in Teen Wolf. Yeah. I don't even know, really. Probably my rewatch of The Social Network, because it inspired me to want to learn the dialogue from every scene. I haven't really watched any really impactful movies in a long... Like Oppenheimer, maybe? Like, if we're talking this year. Like, new releases this year. Did you hear Xochitl Gomez is on Dancing with the Stars? I did.
Yes, yeah. She is, and she's going to slay. Her partner is Val. She's going to win. She's already won, pretty much.
Dope. I've never really watched the show.
Hope you will with me this time. Guess when the first episode is?
Tonight.
No.
The 26th of September? Nice. I haven't seen it yet. People were super desperate for The Flash to be good. There was false hype generated months before it came out. Honestly, same for Aquaman. Yeah. I just don't really think people... honestly, that movie's going to bomb. I'm just going to say it. It's going to bomb at the box office. Yeah, Spielberg's remaking that. I totally forget that movie's coming out, but he is remaking it. Yeah. I totally forget that. That's Spielberg, right? Yeah, wow.
What?
Color Purple. Did you see the Saw X AMC video? I did. Very funny. Very funny. We come to this place. Dun-dun-dun. Love it. Let's see. I will watch your podcast. Do it. It's linked down below for those wondering. Go subscribe. Go check out the new episode. New episode dropping Wednesday. Who's a better actor, Paul Bettany or Paul Rudd? Paul Rudd. He has. I mean, obviously, I think it's really. I think society doesn't respect comedic acting a lot. Like, it's hard to be funny.
He's also just like.
And he's also a great dramatic actor. Like, the moment if someone asks me who's better, I'll show you the scene from Endgame of Paul Rudd opening the door and realizing and seeing Cassie and him being like,
aww.
That Paul Rudd. Random question: what's your favorite pizza place? This guy has a Little Caesars profile pic, so I know his answer. If we're talking fast food pizza, as I call it, so Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Marco's Pizza, I'm going I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think the best bang for your buck is probably Papa John's, just because you can get so much for so cheap. But I never go here, so I can't say it's my favorite. But it's so nice every now and then to just go get a pan pizza from Pizza Hut. It hits. It reminds me of my childhood because I would go get the little personal pan pizzas like this big from the Taco Bell Pizza Hut drive-thru. Like after my sports game, I'd go get one. That's nostalgic. But the Domino's crust is great too. What's the best? I don't know. Papa John's might be the most consistent, but it's still like it's cheap pizza that's fine. What's the best movie poster of the year so far? Of the year, Guardians had some fire ones. Let me go to my Letterboxd, and I'll be able to tell you pretty quickly. I would say Guardians is up there. This alternate poster for Scream is up there. Let me show you guys. This poster for Scream 6. Hold on. Focus, damn you. You guys can see it. There you go. That poster's sick. It's like the Statue of Liberty head getting stabbed. This alternate poster for Mission Impossible's fire as well. You guys can kind of see it there. And then I like this Haunted Mansion poster a lot. Like it's the mansion with some ghosts. Let's see if it'll focus. Oh, it's not going to focus, but you guys can go to...
Put it over your face.
And I'll do it right there. They can see it now. That one's good. Those are some good ones. Been a good year for posters. Movies themselves have been kind of disappointing, but posters, not as much. All right, let's keep it going. I've never watched Dumb and Dumber. I don't know if I ever will. I feel like I'm kind of, I don't know. I just feel like it's past, like the opportunity for me to watch movies past. I don't know. I would only watch it to cross it off a checklist at this point because I don't love Jim Carrey comedy as much as his serious acting. I have seen Hocus Pocus. It's fine. What my biggest compliment to that movie is that it creates this atmosphere of Halloween and fall, but the movie itself is pretty bad actually. I don't like that one that much. Thoughts on the Star Wars Holiday Special? You know, I've never actually fully watched this. I've only seen little clips from it on YouTube, but I've never fully watched this. Surprisingly enough, I know that's kind of crazy to say, but I'm gonna have to seek that out now that you mention it. Best X-Men film, not including Logan, Wolverine, or any of the Deadpool films. Days of Future Past. Followed closely by First Class. They're really like right next to each other for me at least. Those are the two best. Random question: McDonald's or KFC? McDonald's. Look, people can bash on McDonald's all they want. It's consistent. The fries are some of the best in the game. For years they've been. They're Dr. Pepper. Something they do to it's better. And then you've got the McDouble. Like a McDouble with some fries and Dr. Pepper from there. Cheap, tasty. Not all the time. You can't go that much. But when you go, say it's a road trip, say it's a late night, it's going to be reliable for the most part. And the breakfast is too. If it's Sunday and you're coming back from a road trip and Chick-fil-A is closed, you can go get a McGriddle. That's what I'm talking about. So far, what is the best action movie? So far, what do you think is the best action movie so far? I'm assuming you meant this year. John Wick Chapter 4. Over Mission Impossible. John Wick Chapter 4 over Mission Impossible. We are getting a Lego Avengers Code Red special on October 27th, Disney Plus. I saw that. Probably will skip it, but I watched the damn. They did some Lego one for Star Wars. It was like a Christmas one, holiday special. Lego Star Wars holiday special. I watched that. It was all right. It was okay. What's the best fast food burger in your opinion? Wendy's. I think Wendy's is really good. Dave's Double. Like if we're talking the main one. So you got like McDonald's is good. Burger King's fine. Dairy Queen's fine. In-N-Out's Whataburger was pretty good actually. Sonic's pretty good. But I think Wendy's is what I've really, the more I've sat, Wendy's is probably my go-to if I had to pick one. For me, again. Thoughts on Jason from Stranger Things? Bum. That's my answer. Bum. Dumb Money, I haven't seen it yet, but it does come out, or it's out, I guess. I don't really know what's going on. I have not seen Bruce Almighty. Thoughts on the Wolverine 2013? I went and saw this movie in theaters, and I got so thirsty in the middle of the film, I got up and went and got water from the water fountain. But the movie itself, fine. Pretty unmemorable, though, compared to Logan especially. It was okay. I didn't hate it, but it was like, I kind of, as we were leaving the movie, I remember I was like, not crazy about that, really. I've never seen Atomic Blonde, so I have not seen it. Yeah, John McFour over Mission Impossible for me. Would you rather eat Long John Silver's or KFC for the rest of your life? KFC with ease. Finger looking good. KFC is not bad. I take KFC. I mean, you got fried chicken, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. You got options over there. Biscuits. Long John Silver's, like fast food seafood, repulses me to no end. KFC with ease. I like Popeyes. Popeyes is good. Solid. We'll go for a few more minutes here, so fire off some questions, probably 5 more minutes max. So fire off some questions, super chat them in. That's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, comment, concern. Also a way to help support me and the channel. Hit that like button as well if you guys are in here. Okay. Chick-fil-A is good, I agree. Wendy's is elite, I agree. The Chick-fil-A nuggets are good. The Wendy's nuggets are good too. I don't know why I said Chick-fil-A, but I meant to say Wendy's for the start. All right. I did see that The Rock came back to WWE. I saw he was on College Game Day as well. Do I think Ant-Man 3 is overrated? I think it may be a little overhated. I've only seen it once in theaters. I was pretty enjoyed my time with it a lot. Haven't thought about it much since, so I got to rewatch it to see if it still holds up for me. A fast food cinematic universe. That's something that could definitely happen one day. Some sort of animated fast food cinematic universe. This turned from a movie stream to a fast food stream. It happens. It just happens sometimes. Hot take, Dial of Destiny better than Temple of Doom? I disagree. Give me Temple of Doom. Keep Watch Burn, Spider-Man, Star Wars A New Hope, Iron Man 1. Keep A New Hope. I gotta watch Fighting and Burn Iron Man 1 because frankly, I'm gonna watch them all, obviously. That doesn't mean I like one more than the other. It's just right now I gotta take Spidey over Iron Man 1. Because I can have other Iron Man. I got Iron Man in the Avengers movies and all that stuff. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. That was a fun one. 47 minutes in the book. Thank you guys for tuning in here to Film Stock Live. We talk best and worst months for movies to start. Transition to the Q&A as we usually do. But if you guys are here on the replay, hit that like button. Maybe drop some questions in the chat. Comment down below what you think the best month for movies is and the worst month for movies is. Stay tuned for my top 10 favorite movies from the 1980s. That is dropping today within 1, 2, 3 hours. So stay tuned for that by hitting the notification bell. It's a fun stream as always. Let's have a great week. I'll probably be doing a stream on Wednesday, and I have a very fun Stranger Things video planned that might involve taste testing. That's all I'm going to say. But stay tuned for that. Thank you guys. As always, have a great week. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.